Hello, and welcome to Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter, a podcast where Dr. O from All Creatures Every Spine interviews doctors and animal owners that utilize animal chiropractic to get their unique perspectives. Yes, it's really a thing. Dr. O utilizes his 30 years of experience as both an animal chiropractor and veterinarian, and to dig deep into the discussion of complex issues affecting the lives of your animal friends and companions. Join us for this educational episode. Thanks for joining us for this portion of the episode as Dr. O begins to answer the question, what is animal chiropractic? He will look at how the chiropractic adjustment is a valuable and viable treatment for what ails your animals.
I'm often asked how come I always adjust the atlas first, right behind the skull. It's obvious that my dog's problem is in his butt. I mean, anybody can see that. Come on, doc, how come you adjust his neck first? Well, just because that's where the symptom is, which is, the weak back leg, the muscle, doesn't mean that's where the problem is. For instance, if I were to step on your dog's tail, the dog's going to yip. So that would mean, the symptom is a yip, a vocalization. It's up at his front end. But, what caused it? Me stepping on the dog's tail. So that's kind of like if we have a nerve impingement at the first cervical vertebra, it affects trillions of nerves in the whole body, all the way through the body. And so therefore, when we relieve that subluxation at the base of the skull, it affects everything all the way through the body. Just like when we step on the tail, the front end yips. When we adjust the front end, the back end gets better. And that's why I always adjust your dog's atlas first. So chiropractic addresses the base of the problem, the root of the problem. We try to get to what's causing the problem. It's the vertebral subluxation. And we don't treat symptoms because usually symptoms are just the tip of the iceberg. If you had asked the captain of the Titanic and when he saw the iceberg ahead of him, if it was very big and he'd have said no, it's not very big. What's floating on the water doesn't appear to be very big, but what's underneath, is what really got the Titanic in trouble. So these vertebral subluxations are what's causing the subluxations. And that's why sometimes your pet has multiple tips of the iceberg. And the animal chiropractor will adjust one place. And it'll be like, let's see what happens. I think that'll take care of the issue. And it's because what's happening is these vertebral subluxations are lurking beneath the surface and they're decreasing communication between the brain and every muscle and organ in your animal's body. And by removing these subluxations, the body can heal, rid itself of the symptoms, and get better. And that's what animal chiropractic is about. So I hope you'll let me adjust your dog now.
Make sure to visit our website, allcreatureseveryspine.com, where you can subscribe to the show and learn more about getting your animals adjusted. If you are in the Meridian, Texas area, drop in on a Tuesday afternoon to get your animals adjusted. If that isn't possible, schedule a consultation on your animal's health with Dr. O. You can also purchase a copy of Dr. O's book, Yes, It's Really a Thing.
Heroes come in all shapes and sizes. For me, my hero is Frank, my best friend. But even the greatest heroes need help sometimes. Frank and I were at the park the other day when he started limping and favoring his left leg. I didn't see what happened, but I could tell something was wrong. So we went to see Frank's favorite vet, Yvette. Yvette the vet. After running some tests, she determined that Frank had torn his ACL. His best option was surgery. But unfortunately for me, surgery wasn't an option. So what could I possibly do to be a hero to my hurting hero? That was when Yvette told us about hero braces. She took a quick cast of his leg and said this mold would be used to create a biomechanically designed stifle brace, custom-made just for Frank, allowing his body's natural healing processes to take over and stabilize the knee. About 2 weeks later, she fitted the brace and gave us the green light to walk, hike, and snuggle, and do all the activities that Frank and I were used to doing. It was that simple. Hero braces are lightweight, don't stretch or tear, and are durably designed to last the life of your dog. So Frank can get back to being Frank. Like I said, heroes come in all shapes and sizes. And lucky for us, so do hero braces.
Hello everyone, and welcome to barfworld.com. If you're seeing this video, it typically means you're interested in trying our 90-day challenge. If your pet is suffering from allergies, kidney issues, obesity, diabetes, or even cancer, our food can help with that. So if you're ready to see your pet's health dramatically improve in just 90 days, call us and schedule your consultation today. Hope to talk to you guys soon.
Helping others experience an abundant life with the gift, art, and blessing that is animal chiropractic is our sole mission at All Creatures Every Spine. It's what we do. It's what we love. It truly is what keeps us motivated to help people just like you. I truly love the art of chiropractic. It drives me to provide the highest level of chiropractic possible. And as fellow chiropractic business owners, it's that love that drives us to become better. However, the reality is that sometimes running a successful business can be challenging. Sometimes there can be obstacles to overcome. We all know the old saying, if it were easy, everyone would do it. Well, one thing that is really easy is marketing our clinic with a professional animal chiropractic website by the Chiro Website Pro, Tony Seymour. He's a professional web designer, and his team at Chiro Website Pro take good care of us. They simply make marketing our practice 100% hassle-free. If you're looking for the #1 hands-free way to market your practice, give the Chiro Website Pro a call at 423-779-4630 or simply visit www.chirowebsitepro.com and make sure you ask them about the special ACES discount and let them know Dr. Amy and Dr. O sent you. You'll be glad.
Join us as Dr. O interviews a certified chiropractor, veterinarian, or an animal owner. These enthusiastic people explain how they utilize animal chiropractic to alter the lives of the animals in their communities.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter. I'm your host, Dr. O, and today we have with us Dr. Jess. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Dr. O. Like you said, I'm Dr. Jess. I currently live in Pennsylvania. I'm in the Lehigh Valley near Allentown. I grew up in Virginia. I went to chiropractic school in South Carolina, so kind of been all up and down the East Coast. I love working with animals. I've been working with animals probably professionally about a year now, but grew up around animals, love everything about them. So that's a little bit about me. I'm just really excited to be here.
All right. So we always want to know what everybody's biggest win with animal chiropractic is. So tell me, what's your biggest win?
I don't know if I have like one biggest win, but I love seeing just the joy that comes from people's faces when they see their animals able to recover from whatever situation that they found their animals in. Just being there with them in times that are tricky and scary, and just seeing the joy and satisfaction that comes from really helping people with their animals is just my favorite thing.
Oh, cool. All right. So what do you wish all the animal owners in your area knew about animal chiropractic?
Oh my gosh. I just wish they knew about it. So one of the biggest things that I found moving up here to the Lehigh Valley is that chiropractic itself is very big. It's prominent. There's a lot of chiropractors here, and virtually nobody knows about animal chiropractic. So it's kind of been a unique situation where I get to share what I know and open up some options, some doors for people that they didn't necessarily know were there, and kind of make connections with people, veterinarians specifically in the area, just to kind of say, hey, this is a service that's available, and it can really take weight off of veterinarians' plates, as well as provide options for animal owners.
Right. That's why, yes, it's really a thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's a book. Yes. Yes. So,
and it's a great book. So your book is a good resource for people, and I do recommend that. So.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So you said, you wish that everybody knew. What do you wish other chiropractors knew about animal chiropractic? Because I talked to some that are like, I adjust animals. It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
My innate will tell me where to adjust.
Yeah, I find that most chiropractors who say that they adjust animals in this area will do it so using animal or human analysis, and then they just kind of translate it to an animal skeleton that they may not necessarily be familiar with. So it's interesting, the dynamic between people who have been trained either with whatever, ABCA, IVC, whatever, the difference between people who have background with animal chiropractic training versus not, and just kind of their approach to, is there an analysis? Do you just find where it's stuck and push on it, that sort of thing. So yeah, there's a lot of education that I think would benefit chiropractors who say they work with animals and maybe just are self-taught.
Right. Yeah. It's we do that. And then the veterinarians, usually if you go in with an open mind, they're willing to learn.
Yeah.
And some of them are really glad to have you come into the practice as a added resource. We find that a lot. So, what about, the dogs are going to start barking here. What about, how do I get a hold of you if I want my pet to get adjusted by you?
Yeah. So I'm on Instagram. I'm Dr. Jess Crowley on Instagram. I am also in the process of kind of sending you, I need to get my all my website stuff together, but sending you so that we can make that a resource available to everybody on the website. Where I'm located, my name, my services. I'm actually licensed in Pennsylvania as well as Virginia. So there's a couple options there, but so Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And then the ACES website.
ACES alumni page. Yeah.
Yeah.
ACES alumni page. Yeah. That'd be cool. All right. Is there anything that else you want to talk about?
I think so. I haven't taken the official certification yet. And so I would highly recommend to everybody doing the review through ACES, because that's just like been a big thing on my mind, and that's what I'm planning to do. The dates just didn't work out for me this year, so that'll be me next year. But just the fact that you guys offer that is such a huge help, I think, for a lot of people in my situation where it might not be a boom, 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 everything works out perfectly, schedule wise. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's a great option. And just testimony to the fact that you guys at ACES prepare us so well to really step into the need for animal chiropractors in the world as a whole has been huge. I had no idea that it was such a kind of blind spot for a lot of people. They just don't know about it until I kind of got out and started practicing. So,
Yeah. And, you can always come to Mastermind,
yeah.
or even just listen to the replays, because that's not only CE, but it's also like-minded people. And some huge things have come out of there, like ways to increase pricing without pissing a lot of people off,
Yeah.
which is huge. We had a guy, and I won't even tell you what state he was from, but he was going to go up $50
Oh,
an
wow.
animal, and
Yeah.
the mind came up with the idea to go up $150 an animal
Oh,
and send everybody an email that was a current client and say, my prices are going to go up $150 the 1st of January, per animal. However, current clients can get
mm-hmm.
signed on for $75 extra and put a card on file and agree to 10 adjustments over the next year, and we'll do it for $75 extra. He had people that weren't clients, but that were in barns that he had clients in, call and want to know if they could get on for the $75 extra charge.
Wow.
And everybody, all these new clients now are paying the $250. It's like $250, and instead of $175, and he was at $100. So
That's
he actually,
genius. Yeah.
he sent that email out and gained clients and almost doubled his income.
Wow.
And it was like, and he said he wrote the email and he was gonna bring it to Mastermind and have it read it before he hit it. And he said, nope. And he said, I hit send and I went, oh crud. That was like
Oh,
the scariest thing he'd ever done.
that's a big commitment. Yeah.
He said, I just lost all my clients. And he got back, boom. And his practice is growing all the time,
Nice.
and it's just proof that you don't necessarily need to be the lowest price person in town in order to. And he says, I'm so much happier doing horses now,
Yeah.
So,
That's huge. That's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, and it makes you feel like you're not just isolated out wherever you are. It
Right.
it really does feel like a community. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And then, and base camp is like a good time to get started. We have base camp coming up. I don't know if you've heard about it or not, but
Yeah, I just got an email about it today.
yeah, that's a good one. We'll have some good speakers there and about getting your practice started, and or not necessarily because your practice is already started, but get your practice motivated. Yeah, to kind of amp it up a little bit. Because you do people too, right?
Yeah.
And you work for somebody where you do people,
Yeah.
And so we kind of get in a rut. Can I say that?
A routine. Yeah, it just becomes kind of mundane a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I work for somebody, I do this and I do that, and I don't see how I could ever make this much money doing just doing animals only, and that's one of the things the mind helps us find out. There'll be some, oh, I can't have that. That's not the way my practice would. I could never run my practice like that. And then people just
Right.
say, well, yeah, we do, and it just works.
Yeah.
So
And there's so
Anyway,
many different ways that you can set up your practice too. So some people have a brick and mortar, some people do
yep.
mobile, barn calls, whatever that looks like, and just finding people who have done it the way that you want to do it so that you're not
Mhm.
reinventing the wheel every time you're trying to
Yeah,
create a
every
different
time.
avenue of practice. Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, and that's why we come up, all of our brochures, all of our posters, all of our whiteboard videos, are available to any animal chiropractor to use, because why reinvent the wheel?
right.
So, yeah,
Yeah. And it does kind of feel like that a little bit when you graduate and you're trying to start your practice or even launch off of somebody else's established practice.
yeah,
To kind of make it your own, it feels like you have to kind of just, I mean, you do, there's a lot of grunt work involved for sure.
right, yeah,
And having the support system just makes it that much um,
easier, yeah.
easier and more fun. It's not like you're digging yourself out of a giant hole.
Yeah, you bet. So, yeah, we've always tried to be there to help our students get
Yeah.
a good start. And I know sometimes some students feel like, "Oh, you're just trying to upsell us. You're just trying to upsell us." And it's like, "No, we're trying to help you."
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
it's an investment in what you want to gain out of it. You know what I
right.
mean? Like
Hmm.
nothing is going to be free in life as much as we would like it to.
Yep. You
But you
bet.
guys make as much available and accessible as possible. So,
Yeah. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. All
yeah.
right. So, um, great. So, what would you tell a chiropractic student, um, whether it would be, would you, oh, I think I should wait until after boards, or I think I should wait
Mm.
until after I graduate. What do you think?
Um, Personally, I would, if I had waited until after I graduated to start the animal program, I don't think I ever would have started because the second I left school and started working and getting into the work routine, like I don't want to learn. Like I don't want to get back into a classroom. I don't want to log on to CE stuff. I just want to kind of go work with people, get in the community, do my job. So the way that I did it while I was in school, doing kind of both simultaneously, I found that my school mind was still active and excited to learn. So I personally found that it was easier to do the courses while I was still in school, just because my brain was already in that mode. So it was easier for me to retain the information. Versus now I'm kind of in the work, like I just want to use and apply everything that I've learned. Um, and I don't think that I would do very well if I had to go back into a classroom setting. Just because my brain, I mean, you get so burnt out in school that when you're in it, it's good to just soak it up all at once. And then now that I'm kind of using it, I can rest just a little bit. It's not a lot, but rest a little bit. So yeah, I personally would recommend doing it simultaneously. But I mean, everybody learns differently. So
Yeah. But it's kind of well, one of the things you mentioned is that two things happen when you graduate. One, you want to shut it off, and two, you get busy with other things.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and you think you're busy at school, but it's, you know,
I had so much more time at school. Yeah, I don't know what I
yeah,
would do to carve out time to do the classes now. I mean, it's just like go all the time. So, yeah, and then the traveling to the labs. I mean, I did it it was really fun actually because I did it with a couple, one of my classmates specifically, but a couple girls together. We would all kind of coordinate our traveling. So, it was fun.
yeah,
Um and now that would be really hard to do now just because we're all kind of in different states and we're all on different schedules. So, yeah, it was nice to do it while I was in school.
yeah, good. And yeah, and you get done, and it's kind of nice. Um, the just And then you don't want to learn, and you learn differently. I mean, it's not like you're not learning every day.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
But you
But I'm
learn.
not sitting in a classroom for hours on end trying to stay awake. That's a little
Yes.
different now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so now you can, you just keep busy. Now it's busy, and you learn kind of almost accidentally.
Right.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
And so, yeah. So anyway, well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
It's great. And if you ever need to make an announcement or make some changes in your practice or anything, just give us a call and we'll get you back on and
Okay.
see what we can do. All right.
Perfect.
So, hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Remember, the body heals one way and one way only, above, down, inside out. Keep those atlases adjusted and stay healthy.
If you are or know a veterinarian or chiropractor, or a student of either of these professions, visit our website, Animal Chiropractic Education Source, to see how to become certified in animal chiropractic. Start improving the lives of the animals around you. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the ACES channels so that you never miss an exciting episode.